Welcome to the Gunning Truth with Roni, and I'm here to discuss the Arsenal latest transfer news. And I think it's very important that Arsenal make that next step up because I think it's very important that we actually show that this season wasn't a once off. It's been a terrible end to the season, but you cannot take away 80, well, let's say 75 to 80% of the season. The final 20%, we simply weren't good enough. That we have to accept and understand why, but there is obviously other solutions, external solutions. You can look at internal in terms of what Arsenal can do, but the most important thing is we need to get signings in. So I'm going to just quickly review the latest Arsenal transfer news that there is, and I think it's very important that Arsenal have a look at what's to come. So Declan Rice, a player that's well sought after, a player that's been rumored to be only interested in Arsenal. I find that hard to believe because at the end of the day, you're a footballer, and you have to look at what are the options out there. Now, for me personally, if you take away the Arsenal hat, then you've got to think about it in terms of where are Arsenal going. So Arsenal are going into the Champions League, and it's something that all these pundits that's laughing at us, that's calling us bottle jobs, they didn't even predict us to finish in the top four. So Arsenal are in the top four and quite comfortably made the Champions League. We are second, runners up to the mighty Manchester City with all their money and all their trickery. It's still that Arsenal now need to try to go to the next level. Now, the type of teams that's obviously, as in my previous show on the Off Your Game, as one of our hosts said, that we're swimming in the same pool. What does that mean? It means that Arsenal are trying to attract players that other clubs that's on the same echelon as us are trying to get. So the likes of Declan Rice, 92 million rated, so it's 100 million euros. West Ham are putting it out there that they're looking for more than that. I don't think they will get anything more than 92 million unless there's bidding wars, and that's what Arsenal needs to try to avoid. So is it that Arsenal have obviously spoken to Declan Rice, not legally, because you're not allowed to chat to these players before the time, but is it that Arsenal are looking at getting Declan Rice in? I'm sure they are. I'm sure there's interest from Declan Rice to join us. I'm sure he speaks to Bukayo Saka and Ramsdale about it, and to a lesser extent Ben White. Is it that Arsenal will get this deal done? And that is the concern. What's happened last summer? What's happened this season? Obviously, bigger names that we've attracted, the likes of Zinchenko and Jesus, more so Jesus. It eventually came out that Real Madrid was serious about him, but he gave his, how can I say, he promised Edu that he will join Arsenal. So those are the type of things that comes out after the fact. So yes, Declan Rice might be in buddies with Ramsdale and Saka. He might be saying one thing, but that's not how football works. Look at the Mudryk situation. We still don't know what happened with the Vlahovic situation. We have an idea of what happened with the Caicedo situation in January. Arsenal are not getting their number one targets. You can say their number one target in the summer was Jesus. They got him. Let's see what happens in the summer. Then we've got Caicedo, 75 million, might be a little bit more, might be add-ons, might be large installment payments. Chelsea are also in for him. Chelsea have about 6 DMs. They've got 7 wingers, 8 wingers. They need defenders actually, and they probably need a striker more than they need Caicedo. We need to go quickly. We cannot be in a situation where this guy comes in, or well, Chelsea comes in, Todd Bowley and these guys comes in. And then there is also the next step. Do Arsenal need a alternative striker? Yes, we do. We need a plan B striker. There was times where we had to scrap the inverted role because Zinchenko wasn't there. He's millions of knocks that he's had this season. Well, not millions, but he's had 5 different knocks, not out for long. And then we've brought in Kieran Tierney. He struggles a little bit with the inverted role. We've been in a situation where Xhaka has played left back. We've got Kivio playing left back. That clearly didn't work. And now we've got the situation of Tierney. So Tierney very likely won't be there next season. We now need to bring someone in. If it is that we're going to be doing a plan B type of a game where we need to get crosses into the box and we need that striker to be there, last 10 minutes, Arsenal are 2-1 down and crosses. We need a plan B striker. The perfect striker for me is Ivan Toney. He's banned for 8 months. Do we continue with things and still go in for him in January? I don't know. What's going to happen with his future? No one knows. So those are the type of things that we need to look at when you come and you maybe Arsenal are actually looking for someone that can play right forward, someone that can also play through the middle, and that is Musa Diaby, player that I don't rate. He's very expensive. However, that is a link that's come up quite often. And then the final bit of this video that I want to discuss is defense. What does Arsenal need to do? Is Ben White going to be part of the defenders or the centre backs? Will he cover both right centre back and right back? Will we get another right back? Will we get another inverted right back? What's going to happen on the left back? Zinchenko is injured every now and then. He is defensively quite poor, in my opinion, even though he is better on the ball than we are poor defensively when he's on form. Then we've got the situation, we've got two left centre backs. Awesome stuff. Kivio, Gabriel is there. Saliba, what's going to happen with Holding? What's going to happen with Tomiyasu? He won't have a preseason yet again. He's going to the Asian Cup in January. So we need to get in a fullback, the likes of Cancelo, that can play both sides. And then you've got a situation where you've got Kivio that can be a backup at left back, and you've got Saliba and Ben White that can play right back as well. So a inverted, two-footed fullback. That's what Arsenal needs. Come on, you Gunners.